The woman who sheriff's investigators say is responsible for the death of a man from out of state is out of jail tonight. Today, that's me. She's got the right idea. That's a good attitude to have about it. As of today, no one from MCS Yuma was available to comment on camera about this sonic boom. Your typical Thanksgiving meal takes about a few hours to prepare, but the people at Crossroads Missions will be serving more than 4,000 people. Those numbers are provisional, but they are also showing a very clear lead in the race for those 3 seats. One man is recovering from his injuries tonight, and another is behind bars. Pills like these stay out of your water and out of the wrong hands. It looks like Kelly's kind of showing me up with this costume out here. Yuma County Sheriff deputies arrested Gene Ellis Anaya last week. Now this case is in the hands of prosecutors. So the holidays are full of joy, but if your cup is full of booze, officers say they will find you.
We all loved her so much. And that's going to be the hardest part, is to wake up every day knowing that, we're not going to get to see our friend anymore.
For the friends and family of Jennifer Silva, it was a day of mixed emotions. Last month, Yuma police officers found the 28-year-old with a very serious gunshot wound. She later died at Yuma Regional Medical Center. The investigation has been ongoing, but Silva's mother says she wants answers now.
We're trying to have a voice here about my daughter's murder. I mean, it has been over a month and I can't bring her home because we have no police report, we have no autopsy.
YPD officials say they questioned and released all people of interest in this case, but Jennifer's mom says one person they questioned should be behind bars.
The shooter is a convicted felon who has no rights to bear arms, and she was not arrested that night.
Concerned friends say Jennifer was caught in a domestic violence situation gone worse.
We want to make sure that we can get any information that we can to prove that, that domestic violence was an issue, but our friend was the victim.
So they took to the streets, wearing her favorite color. Friday's rally, they say, is one of many events they plan to bring awareness to domestic violence and to bring Jennifer's killer to justice.
She was murdered by her girlfriend. There's no justice. Right now she's walking the streets and there's nothing that they're doing right now.
She was a really good friend. More than just a co-worker. I know that she's looking down on us, and she knows that we're trying to get justice for her.
I have been so sad myself because I'm usually so very careful.
Almost a week later, Naomi Tweedy still asks herself how she let it happen.
She just knew how to work you.
She says the caller claimed to be a Verizon representative and said she owed some money.
She says, well, it's been late, and if you don't pay, your service will be terminated immediately.
Tweedy ended up giving the caller her debit and credit card information. It wasn't until the next day she got suspicious.
Saturday evening, I was talking to my next-door neighbor and telling him about it, and he says, that doesn't sound right to me.
So she called her cell phone company. Of course, they knew nothing about it. When she checked her bank statement, she noticed a fraudulent charge for only about $5.
So the cards have been canceled and my bank account's safe. We checked it yesterday.
We're usually about a step behind the scammers. We foil one scam and they've already probably thought up 3 different other ones. Places like Verizon and stuff, they won't call you and demand that you pay your bill right away. They'll send you a text saying to pay your bill, go to myverizon.com or, any type of thing like that, or they'll just turn your phone off.
It could have ended much worse, but Tweedy says she still learned her lesson.
If I don't initiate the call, I won't even give them what time it is. I will give them no information whatever. I will hang up and call whoever says they're calling me.
At least now things are calm, but an F-18 flying too low and too fast shook the foothills area to the core. It's a pretty typical sight for people in the Yuma area. From crop dusters to military planes, our skies are buzzing constantly with activity. But Wednesday morning, people in the foothills area had quite the rude awakening.
I thought for sure the house next door had blown up. And then we started looking out the window to see if we could see any smoke or anything.
Connie Slobodan says she and her husband were shocked. Officials from Marine Corps Air Station Yuma say the loud sound people heard after 8 a.m. was a sonic boom. They say it was an F-18 from Marine Fighter Training Squadron 101, based out of Marine Corps Air Station Miramar in the San Diego area.
It doesn't bother me because, I mean, that's just the price of freedom. Of course, the dog, it goes nuts because she's afraid of any kind of booms. It's probably a lot less than the golf balls that hit my roof.
And she's got the right idea. That's a good attitude to have about it. As of today, no one from MCS Yuma was available to comment on camera about this sonic boom, so we don't know if you're able to expect another one. That's the latest. We're live from Yuma. I'm Nico Santos, News 11.